The 20 best TV shows of 2025, so far. It feels ever so slightly odd presenting the AV Club's favorite shows of the year so far when the highly anticipated new seasons of The Bear and Squid Game drop later this very week. Stay tuned for plenty of coverage of both of those series. But that's not to suggest that a lot of exciting shows haven't graced our screens in 2025. Over the last 6 months, we've been treated to some fantastic final bows thanks to Andia and the Righteous Gemstones, conversation-starting newbies like Adolescents, and delightful surprises such as the endearing sitcom North of North and Adult Swim's timely genre mashup Common Side Effects, among other highlights. Here, in alphabetical order, are the best series of the year to date. Director Chris Smith recently told the AV Club that the HBO docuseries' latest season was his favorite, saying that he thinks it's the best in its growth and its nuance and complexity, but also visually. And it's hard to argue with him. Each season of the show, which centers on big wave surfer Garrett McNamara, is hypnotic, a blend of stunning footage, stirring Philip Glass compositions, and personal stories and feats that will give you heavy doses of the feels. But Season 3 is both wider in scope. It heads far beyond the show's initial HQ of Nazaré, Portugal, follows more surfers, and tackles a fatal tragedy, and more intimate, reflecting on life and balance in and outside of the water. Tim Lowery. Jack Thorne and Stephen Graham's Netflix drama feels at once up close and small scale. It's the tale of one specific family dealing with the fallout of one specific murder and is told over 4 episodes, with each unfolding over a single, uninterrupted shot, and very expansive, with big emotions for its actors to tap into and bigger ideas about the misogyny of angry young men that has sparked conversations at Downing Street and in homes throughout the world. The show's play-like third hour, in which Jamie, breakout Owen Cooper, faces off against a psychologist, played, equally excellently, by Erin Doherty, is indeed arresting and worthy of all of the essays that have been written about it. But there are little moments that stick with you, too, like the brief respite of joy Jamie's father, Graham, fantastic as always, has wild dadsplaining, take on me, before his inevitable breakdown. Tim Lowery. Andia's power is rooted not in timeliness but in its commitment to putting a human face to both rebellion and tyranny. For 2 seasons, Tony Gilroy's series took great care to honor those whose sacrifices are often forgotten or glossed over in favor of the more palatable representatives of a social movement. Just as important, Andia surveyed the many hands that make light work of oppression, the strivers who realize too late they're just pawns, the craven press that launders an empire's lies, and the elected officials who look the other way when confronted with mass atrocities. Balancing the light with the dark has always been part of the Star Wars ethos, but no other property has managed to do so with such style, pathos, and urgency. Danette Chavez. One part absurdist Adult Swim comedy, one part Philip K. Dick hallucinogen thriller, Joseph Bennett and Steve Healy's Common Side Effects is a hybrid strain of unexpected potency. Centered on a renegade mycologist who thinks he's stumbled onto a panacea for humanity, and the high school crush who might be exploiting him, the series is often uproariously funny, especially when Mike Judge and Martha Kelly are in the voice booth. Judge, notably, is doing amazing work as a far more morally bankrupt take on his classic Hank Hill voice. But Common Side Effects also has deeper, often stranger aims in mind. Illustrated by many of the artists who worked on Bennett's groundbreaking Scavenger's Reign, the show shares the earlier work's obsessions with bizarre and unsettling biological imagery, all while serving up pointed commentary on the military-pharmaceutical complex. William Hughes,